All right, it's recording. Hey, good morning. It is 6:51. I've been working on this cover for a art commission I've been doing, and it's coming out really well. I had been kind of struggling with the idea of what I was going to do for it, and then yesterday I kind of came up with a plan for it, and it's got a lot of like kind of blank space up at the top. That's going to be for the title. But anyways, that's coming out pretty good. Let me bring it back for a second. So we've still got to do texturing and all kinds of stuff in the back and on the back wall here, and then this floor. It's going to show the Yithians that I did from the that I did for the zine exchange, and these two thieves, these two D&D characters that are sneaking up on them. All right. But what are we really working on today? Well, it's still Prometheus Powers. Always. Comics every day. I'm still on that first panel. And yeah, the only thing left out is the monkey and any background. I mean, I've done a little bit of background, but I haven't done much. Is it all one? Did I start putting them on layer 15? What is layer 15? Oh, tell you what, I can actually combine layer 15 with the ink layer. So let's go ahead and do it. Anyway, hope everyone's staying safe today. Not a lot of things going on for me, although I want to do more art. Yesterday I had a really kind of wild experience where we were walking around town, I won't say where, and we saw an antique store. And one of the things I like to get for my sister is it's called uranium glass. Do you know what uranium glass is? It's a kind of a green glass. And it's fluorescent, but it doesn't look fluorescent. It just looks like a regular glass. Like this glass like is mostly clear, but you can see there's some blue shade to it. The uranium glass is mostly clear, but has kind of a green tinge to it, usually kind of gathering at the edges. It's really interesting. But the other cool thing about it is it's totally fluorescent. So if you put it under a black light, it glows really bright. And they used to make this stuff. It actually does have a little bit of uranium in it, so it's very slightly radioactive. Well, I was at this antique store and they had these all kinds of other glass things outside that I was looking at, and I went, I wonder if they have some uranium glass. Last year when I was at the beach, um, at the Outer Banks, we went to a place and I got my sister these glasses that have the uranium glass in them. They're antiques, like the old stuff, old glass, and they're not expensive too either. They're $10, $11 usually. So looking around the store, I did indeed find some interesting uranium glass, and I found there was one piece is called a cream and sugar. It's like that's what they used to put cream and sugar in, and it looks like little tiny pitchers. One's more like a pitcher, one's more like a glass you might put a spoon in or something. And for your cream and sugar. And then I saw a couple of dishes. I thought, oh, I'll just get her a dish. I haven't gotten her a dish yet. And I found a dish, and then I found like a candy dish. And I brought them up, and she goes, "How much are those?" One said $7, and one didn't have a price on it. She got really frustrated because she couldn't find the price on it. She goes, "You know what? I'm just going to give these to you." So she gave them to me for free. Um, so, which is nice. Um, so I don't know if my sister even watches this channel, but I'm sending her like one's like a candy dish, one's just like a dish. The candy dish is plain green, but it's nice. It has like it's kind of this nice curve shape. And then the dish has I like the plainer ones the better, to tell you the truth. It has sort of these stamped. You ever seen stamped glass? It's got kind of this floral stamped kind of decoration on it. There was a more plain one with just kind of a geometric pattern, and for some reason that was listed. It had a little price tag on it. That was a little bit high. The lady at the antique store was funny though. I'm just gonna give you these. All right. Important to note on this picture that Hondo is not affected by the stasis ray. Let's take a look. I think it would sell it more if I had a sound effect, so I want to zap. It has to be like we have to understand that it's electrical. I'm looking at this. Ugly stuff going on in the world today, I tell you what. But I think eyes are being opened. Eyes are being opened in a strange and terrible way. What now? Bubbles! Alright, hang on. We're going to need recent technical pen. This Argus, I like it, but it's got to be closer to the right there. Better place. Technical pen. Did I mention that yesterday I got a bunch of comics too? Oh, we walked around and we found this comic store at the beach. And, well, I don't know if it's, we're not really at the beach, we're at this little beach town. And they had a 50-cent box and a dollar box. And even on the 50-cent box and the dollar box, it was like half off. Now, the 50-cent box is returned comics. It was old, like Silver Age comics. I don't have them right now. They're in the car downstairs. But they were Silver Age comics with, the cover snipped off, um, as they used to do when you had comics that didn't sell, like back in the day. But then they had some kind of like kind of raggedy cover other Silver Age comics. But I found a Millie the Model. I found like stuff that was really old, and you know, for me, I'm not. I'm a collector, but not a collector that cares about mint condition or whatever. That's not me. What I collect is for art reference. So, I've just been drawing this whole time on the bubbles layer. Oh, stupid. Let's go back to ink for a moment. I think this might be. Less than useful. Let's see. Also, I mentioned that on Wednesday, today is Friday, on Wednesday I started my inking class, and I've gotten a lot out of it already. Plan to continue on with that journey as well. Okay, think you can run away now. That has to be one of the first things. Maybe it's over here. The reason I put it over here is because I want the voice comes from off panel. I think it's okay to have it here, even if it's the last thing read. I mean, you read left to right, right? I think cheap, cheap arg, who think you can run away now, and then starts right in with showing him coming out of the flames or whatever. That seems to work for me. All right. Get back to bubbles. Get back to bubbles. I'm looking at it now. I'm not sure this is done correctly. What if we take who and move it? We could move it here. I think it works in any order, you know? That's also kind of the magic of comics. Is each panel is a moment in time. So if you have events that are taking place or speech that's taking place at the same time, then you're not hurt much by, letting the reader decide on the order. The real trick is to kind of guess. You can have more effect if you guess the order. You can write it in such a way to take full advantage of the cadences of speech and all that stuff. But it's also an advantage to allow things to happen simultaneously or in an alternate order. That's something a novel can't do, right? You read a novel one sentence at a time. I almost want to do, like, if I go to ink here, put his foot like right here. Like, let me bring it back to black. What if this is just a what if? We're not really going to do this. What if, like, we put his foot like right here as he steps into the frame, and then we can actually see him. But we can see him. I want this scene of him coming out of the fire. The idea of him just appearing in frame is kind of cool. Like, if this was a movie, I'd definitely consider it. All right, we'll just take it back out. Well, I'll erase it. Now, I don't want to get hung up on each panel like taking too much time, but I am looking at this and I'm thinking I need more black. Like, so, all right, how about this? We're on layer 16? Okay. Give me back that rusty nib, baby. Okay. Or we can do some more dramatic lighting. Bring a little bit more black into the scene. This line is a bit confusing. This line right here. Yeah, I think that improved things by getting rid of that line. Oh, that seems like a sizzling sound or like a crackling sound. That's probably a good idea. Frizz. Yeah, we're gonna put it in a pencil layer. I'm just wondering where to put it. This is a good spot for put it. Frizz. Frizzap. Let's see. Too big, too small. Is it in the right place? Is it gonna cover somebody? Something like that. Something like that. Let's warp it a little bit. We could put it right there. All right, let's go back to layer 16 here. Maybe we could make it like lightning, like my Z is not working. All right, how about this? These are good because they almost already look like lightning bolts, so that's my P's don't look very zappy. All right, stick the pencils up for a moment. Let's just take a look. Where are we? So, remember the lettering is part of the art. I don't like how these P's are touching. No, they're still touching. For a zap. Alright, let's do fled fills in white. Where's the hole? There it is. Let's see the problem. Okay. Now, how do we make it stand out? I'm gonna spend this whole day noodling on this stupid this one panel. Well, we could do an outline. Or just thicken the outlines, maybe. Can you believe it's Friday? Oh, how about this? Oh, how about maybe not there? I think you can run away now. There we go. Listen, I know we're already getting to the end of the video, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and draw our mans coming through the flame. Whoops. Put it back on the regular ink layer. If you recall, Stardust always has the glowing eyes. He's got his evil grin because he's evil. He's much bigger than Prometheus. He's tougher, more experienced. He is the Stardust of the Golden Age, a former superhero, now sort of jaded with his own power. Again, what is a superhero? And he taunts them for the rest of the page. And then something's got to happen that allows them to break out of this electrostasis and saves Arax. Prometheus is immortal, so he won't be killed by this. It's just tremendously painful. But his friend could be killed. Swoosh. All right. Now, the size is bothering me a little bit. I've got to figure out how to make this background pop more, or I got to change the size of the figure. One of the two. Also, flames should not be going straight up. They should be going to the side. This would be actually a good candidate for some kind of focus line. And either some Vince Coletta style focus lines if I can pull it off. Don't know if I can. No, I just realized I'm doing it exactly backwards. All right, so the Vince Coletta ones, they don't all go towards one single point. Or they don't have to go towards one single point. You're creating, a general focus area by having these curves, and the focus lines kind of go in the middle of the curves. But they don't have to all go towards one point. And also, I think I have it at the wrong size. Oh, I gotta restudy my Silver Age stuff. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna work. It was an idea. We still may be going with some variation on this, or we might change the size of the figure, right? Well, it looked like it was gonna be doing something interesting for a second. Maybe we could have silhouette of the wolf statue in the background. If he was hiding behind it the whole time. Or maybe he teleported in somehow. Gives you a sense for everything that's going on. Maybe some trees in the background. But we have to figure out what's going on the ground plane. That's where it gets really weird. And we could do the shadows. Maybe he's casting a shadow forward. That kind of works. We kind of see what's going on here. Surely you haven't forgotten me. He's straying over into not a good area. It's a better area right there. That's a good start right there. Oops. Pink. Where is it coming from? All right, we could totally do maybe some focus lines or something. I mean, that's always a reliable way to show bring some energy in. And we can show some of the tree line back here. All right, let's call it what it is. 42 minutes. That's probably too long. All right. Please like, follow, and subscribe, and I will see you later. I could draw on this all day.